Hey guys, so second fan in the night.
Second fan of the night.
Second fan of the night is this Fasco Charleston third generation in double white. White because it's factory white, but some dumbass painted the blades a multiple amount of times.
So this is
yeah.
probably like one of the worst paint jobs I've ever seen.
And you might be wondering why they painted it white when the fan was already white to begin with. Well, I think this was painted peach at some point, which you can see by that.
Yeah, the top of the blades are some peach color. And this fan, if I'm remembering right, is from September of 1987. I think we really lucked out that the switch housing, switch cap, and motor were not painted.
Yeah, I mean, it's fixable. It's just annoying.
And this had like a 4-foot long down rod when I got it. I ended up cutting the down rod. And it looks like it's barely threaded in the top, but like the threaded part of the down rod's like really long, so it's in there.
Let's get it started on low. So the Fasco Charleston, I think, was the model that lasted the longest as far as ceiling fans go from Fasco. It was like from all the way back in either the early 80s or late 70s up until like these things lasted until like the mid 90s. It was a long time. But I really want this one personally because, first of all, Fasco is a very regional brand. These just never show up in the Northeast for some reason. It does in Pennsylvania sometimes, but for like most of the Northeast, these just don't exist. This one did come from New Jersey though, on a marketplace listing. The guy had 2 of them, so I'm getting this one, and Matt's getting the other one. But yeah, they had horrendously long down rods covered in paint.
They were also, of course, missing the ceiling bracket like they all are.
Yeah, I'm borrowing a bracket from another 3rd gen Charleston.
They always say, oh, I used it to hang the new fans. Seems to be the excuse every time.
Yeah, I really wanted one of these because this is actually a pretty huge childhood fan, because back in like 2012, I think I do have a video of this on my channel. I stayed in the Grand Floridian Resort when I went to Disney, and throughout the entire hotel were a ton of Fascos. They still have great rooms from what I understand in the main areas of it, but the hotel rooms pretty much all got remodeled from what I can tell, so the Fascos are no longer. But when I was there, it had this exact fan, 3rd gen Charleston in white. And the other fan that my other family members were staying in had a Hands Bay Quick Connect, so that was kind of sad. But apparently other rooms had Fasco State Fairs. That's really interesting to me.
Guess we'll bring it up on medium. Also lucked out that both of these fans had good bearings in them.
But they did have balloon string. Like,
oh my
all
god.
around the shaft.
The amount of balloon string that I pulled out of these damn fans is ridiculous. I'm actually gonna, at the end of this video, I'm gonna attach a photo, because I have a picture of all the balloon strings I pulled out of these things.
I'll see if I can put that in too.
That's pretty wild.
So
There was so much.
Someone had a party.
There was so much balloon string that like it was tough to spin the flywheel because it was so lodged in there. And the top of these motors were also caked in dust. They were so filthy. But yeah, it's all clean now.
Yeah.
And this scratch right here is because the guy had them sitting on the floor like that, and they were fully assembled. So
it's interesting how there was like definitely 2 of them in the picture, but he only had like 1 for sale. But
I actually mentioned to the guy, like, is there another one? Because I see another one in the background. I don't know if he was willing to, I don't know if that was his original plan to sell that one, because he told me, oh, it makes noise. And I said, oh, that's fine, I'll just buy it anyway. So I don't know what the deal was there. Yeah, in the listing, you just kind of saw the blade of another one.
Blades aren't really warped that bad, but it does wobble a little bit.
This was probably the one making noise because the little bushing in the flywheel was so loud. I ended up putting WD-40 in that bushing.
Yeah. There's normally grease on there, but it just wears out over time. And it's a really easy fix if you know what's wrong anyways.
Yeah, pretty smooth runner.
Yeah, these are very powerful, as all Fascos are.
From a distance, it actually looks really nice in this space, actually.
Because most of it is white.
Matches quite well.
Yeah.
I guess we'll do spin down.
I'll throw it in reverse real quick. Do high reverse. Once it's done spinning down.
Yeah, the reverse switch is on the bottom faceplate.
Yeah, odd that they never moved it into the switch housing. Let's see, that's the reverse switch in there.
I can't believe how messy the paint job is on this thing.
They literally probably just took the blades off from the flywheel and just like got a thick paintbrush and just started like slathering all over them. It's like crazy because it was on the. Maybe they did this when it was still attached to the fan because there's paint on the motor housing too. Like if you can see that. And there's they must have done this when it was fully assembled. That makes sense to me now. Because the hanger ball has paint on it too, when it's like really not supposed to.
The downrod also had paint on it, but I cut that part off. But yeah, the downrod also had quite a bit of paint on it as well. I mean, this thing literally looks like a little child got a hold of a bucket of paint.
I kind of like the reversible peach blades.
And of course, they got white splatters all over them too.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
The other Charleston actually had a lot more paint on the motor than this one. This one's actually a lot nicer. And the other one also had a lot more scratches on it too.
So, I'll wait till it's fully done, but. So with the generations, when I said third generation, they slightly improved or changed the design each time that they made these throughout the years. The main differences really are just the switch cap has a bit more of an oval shape to it. The top canopy is like totally different and it's a bit wider, which I actually prefer. It's a lot easier not to scratch the paint on the downrod, and the blade brackets are more full. The other ones on the other fans are very flat and they have different designs. Other than that though, I can't really think of what's different, but they made it look slightly more modern each time, I guess.
It's moving a lot of air in reverse.
Yeah. Shut it down. So that's gonna do it for the Fasco Charleston. In white and more white.
And more white. I'll let it spin down one more time, I guess.
Okay.
Actually, already did it once. I'm gonna stop on this one.